Chosen one, stop everything you are doing right now. I need your full attention for what I'm about to say. This isn't just some random music you can listen to while you scroll through your phone. You need to give this your full attention and presence, because what I learned about you while writing this message made me stop and be completely still for a few minutes. No, I'm not talking about something you planned, practiced, or calculated to impress someone. You just did something. I'm talking about something that came so naturally from within you that you had no idea it shook the spiritual world. God was impressed by your attitude in ways that our human eyes can't see. God was so impressed that Archangel Michael, the leader of the angelic armies and the warrior who defeated Lucifer, stopped what he was doing and focused on you. This is because what you showed wasn't supposed to be possible from someone who had been through what you have, who was carrying the weight you have been carrying, and who had every plausible reason to respond in a different way. But you didn't answer the way they thought you would. Follow this channel and turn on all notifications right now, because what I'm about to tell you about the exact moment that made heaven stop and look at you will change. The way you think about every struggle you've ever had and every silent battle you've won without anyone noticing. Stay with me until the end, because I'm going to show you exactly what attitude you had that caught the attention of God. Why Archangel Michael asked to look over your case and what this means for the rest of your life. Snorts, now is the time for you to do something before we go any further with this revelation. If you've recently felt like something changed inside you, like you crossed an invisible line between who you are now and who you used to be, type 777 in the comments. This is more than just involvement. It's spiritual involvement. You are setting up a frequency alignment with what heaven is about to reveal when you type those numbers. The connection gets stronger as you interact with each other. Right now, heaven is watching your answer. Tell the angels you're ready for what's next by typing 777. This will help you understand everything else. There are many souls being watched at any given time in the celestial realms. Angels whose job it is to watch over, protect, and guide. Most of the time, people behave in ways that can be predicted. When people are hurt, they become angry. When someone betrays them, they get even. They get angry when things are unfair. Patterns like these have been around for thousands of years. But every once in a while, a soul does something so strange and against human nature that it creates what can only be called a moment of celestial wonder. You made one of those times happen not too long ago. It was during one of your most difficult times recently that you felt like something was meant to break you. The weight on your shoulders made you feel like you couldn't go another day. And everyone would have understood if you had just given up or responded with the darkness that was being aimed at you. You did something different, though. Now, here's what you need to know. I'm not just talking about getting by. Many people stay alive because they are stubborn or don't have any other choices. That doesn't get the attention of the gods. What you did was really cool. When things happened, you had every reason to be angry and bitter. You had every reason to let your anger consume you. You were wronged by the person or situation that hurt you. This wasn't made up as an offense. In that moment, real situations caused real pain, and your human nature was screaming at you to respond with the same energy you were receiving. Every logical part of your brain was planning revenge or at least cold withdrawal. But something deeper inside you chose something else. You picked grace even though you deserved to pick destruction. Remember, there may have been times when you could have said something terrible, but you chose to be quiet instead. You might have had a chance to show someone how bad they were, but you chose to protect them instead. You might have been able to leave at that time without getting in trouble. You stayed and tried again. Though when you made a choice that was different from what your pain told you to do, that's when heaven noticed, simply because what you did at that very moment shows something about your soul that makes you different from most people. You show that your actions are not based on your situation and that how other people treat you does not define who you are. The fact that who you are stays the same no matter what. What you're seeing is very uncommon. Take a moment to think right now. Click the like button if what you're hearing strikes a chord deep inside you and you believe this message was meant to reach you at this very moment. It helps other people find this message. But it's not just for the algorithm. This is a sign from God. When you click like, you're telling heaven, I know this to be true. This information is given to me. That one simple action opens up your energy field for the blessings that are about to come into your life. Please click like right now and see how heaven reacts. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give and it will be given to you is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose. Join the conversation and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today. Join our community and see what God brings back into your life. The vast majority of people are reactive. Their behavior is mostly a reflection of the world around them. Be nice to them and they'll be nice back. If you treat them badly, they will behave badly, too. Their character changes depending on what's going on around them. But you showed something different. You show that your character is strong on the inside and that nothing, no matter how bad, can change you into someone you don't want to be. This is exactly what caught God's attention. Let me take you back to the time when this was seen. Not in the time we know as human, but in the observation of the stars that goes on all the time over chosen people like you. Your guardian angel had been watching what was going on and writing down how you responded as well as your inner struggles and the decisions you made in the outside world. This is how things usually work for souls that are protected by the heavens. You had every right to be angry. But when you chose to respond with grace instead, your guardian angel did something strange. They marked your case for more attention. It doesn't happen often. Guardian angels are in charge of most situations on their own. They only move up when they see something that people in higher positions need to see. When the report got to Archangel Michael, your case went straight to the Archangel level. At first, he was thinking about things that were very important on a cosmic level, like battles going on in dimensions humans can't see, and strategic moves that affect the spiritual climate of whole regions. He stopped though when he saw that your file had been marked because there was something in the note that caught his attention right away about your case. It said that this soul showed forgiveness at the enemy level. That phrase needs to be explained while under active attack. Enemy level forgiveness. In spiritual warfare, there is a way to group the different ways that people react to pain. Most of the answers fit into categories that are easy to guess. Hatred, anger, loneliness, and depression. These are normal and expected. There is a rare group called transcendent response that doesn't need extra attention because it follows well-known patterns. This is when a soul responds to an attack, not by falling to the level of the attacker or even staying neutral, but by rising higher and showing abilities that are beyond what humans can normally do. Your answer was truly transcendent. Chosen one. This ministry's job is to bring these divine revelations to souls like you who are going on unique journeys. You were able to forgive even when it seemed impossible. You showed grace when it wasn't at all deserved. You stayed kind even when it was okay to be mean. When you had the power and right to destroy, you chose to protect. Because Michael has seen so many battles, this caught his attention. He has been studying how people act in harsh situations for thousands of years. He knows how things usually work. He knows what people do when they're under a lot of stress. And you didn't do what most people do. What you did showed that you have warrior-level character. This is not a religious event. I'm not trying to look religious. Real change that showed up when things were under the most stress. Do you know what this means? You did well on a test you were not aware of. You showed that you were qualified for jobs that you hadn't even applied for yet. You showed that you were capable before it was asked of you. This speeds up everything. Let me explain how getting promoted in the heavens works. Most chosen ones go through stages that build on each other. They are given small tasks. If done well, slightly bigger tasks will come next. Each level shows that you can handle the next one. That's the right way to go. But sometimes when under a lot of stress, a soul shows such great character that they skip levels. Your answer caused level skipping. You showed skills that usually take decades to develop. You proved that you can be trusted, which usually takes years of testing. You showed a level of maturity that most people don't reach until much later in life. Snorts, that's not wasted in heaven. When someone shows they can do something advanced ahead of schedule, their work is sped up to match that level of skill. This is what's going on with you right now. Early today, doors that weren't supposed to open are being opened. This is already something you see. Things are moving faster than planned. Breakthroughs happening faster than you thought. Things are moving in places that had been still. This will get worse. The speed is just starting to rise. It also means that opposition is being shut down on a regular basis. Not just temporarily blocked, but taken away for good. Enemies are being moved around. Attacks are being banned. You no longer have to deal with the normal resistance that slows down chosen ones. You are about to enter a time of unusual favor. Not because you worked hard and earned it, but because you showed the kind of character that makes you deserving of the best protection. I want you to understand the following about the duty this comes with. Whenever heaven gives a soul this much care, it's not just for that soul. You're not being promoted just to help yourself. You are being set up to have an effect that goes beyond your personal life. The grace you showed when things got tough wasn't just for you. It's meant to go through you and touch other people. In the days and weeks to come, you will meet people who are going through the same thing. You are people who have to make a choice between being angry or being gracious. Who are at the fork in the road where you just went. You are in a good position to show them that choosing grace in the midst of trouble is possible by setting a good example to show that it is possible to stay true to yourself even when everything is pushing you toward compromise. Not by telling them what to believe. Not through religious talks, but through the way you naturally live your life. Your presence will have a frequency that awakens potential in other people. If people are ready to hear it, your story will make them feel better. People who don't believe transformation is possible will look at yours as proof. This is why heaven cared so much about your case. It's not that you need more blessings. You already have enough. But because your rise makes it possible for a huge number of people in your sphere of influence to rise as well. I have a very important question for you. Have you yet signed up to follow this channel? If not, today is the day that the stars line up perfectly for you. When you click subscribe, you're not just following the account. You are putting yourself under a prophetic covering for people who have been chosen. You're telling heaven, I want to stay connected to every revelation meant just for warriors of light like me. By subscribing, you can be sure that when God sends you a message that is specifically for you, you won't miss it because the enemy distracted you or the algorithm buried it. Click subscribe right now and make sure the bell is on. That should be your promise to follow what God is doing through this ministry. Do it right now. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. You are becoming more like the quality that made God so happy. And that quality will spread to everyone you meet. The way you think that caught the attention of God and even surprised Archangel Michael is now written in your spiritual DNA. It's become a part of you, and it will leave its mark on anyone who gets close enough to receive it. Let me tell you about the specific things Michael wrote down in his final report on your case. When a soul reaches the review level of an archangel, it is given a classification, a name that describes their spiritual identity at its core. This classification stays with them for the rest of their time on earth and after. It has been noted that you have shown yourself to be a warrior of light. I'll explain what each part of this means. Demonstrated means shown by doing, not just having the potential to do something. A lot of the chosen ones could become warriors. Few of them were shown in real life. You did. That's not how you were put together based on what you might do. It comes from what you did before. Warrior refers to someone who is actively fighting spiritual battles, not just watching them happen. You're not just getting the truth, you are living it. You don't just believe in light. You are actively moving it toward darkness. Of light tells you what frequency you work at. There are different frequencies from which even warriors can fight. Some fight out of anger, which works sometimes but not all the time. Some people fight because they feel they have to, which is a good reason, but it doesn't give them much power. Fighting from light, on the other hand, means fighting from love, grace, and real goodness. This is the frequency of spiritual war that is strongest. You fight with light. When there was darkness, you didn't turn into darkness. Instead, you became brighter. This is what made your response so shockingly powerful and so unusually rare. This category is now following you. That's how the stars keep track of you. That's what angels say about your case. Heaven looks at everything that has to do with your life through this lens. And how people treat you from now on will be different. Resources are given to warriors of light first who have shown they are worthy. Your prayers are now ahead of everyone else's. Your needs are met before any other work is done. People pay attention to your situation in a way that others don't. Not because you are better than other souls, but because you have shown that you can handle more responsibility. Heaven gives more to people who show they can be trusted with the money they already have. Now I need to tell you the last part of this revelation. The recorded message that was made just for you to hear. When your case was finally talked about, when your classification was officially recorded, and when the procedures for your quick fulfillment were put into action, something was added to your record, a note from the divine counsel to you personally. This isn't something that every soul gets. It's only given for cases that really affected people who watch from heaven. Case studies that showed something important. Cases that will be used as examples by people in the future. This kind of note was sent to your case. Allow me to read what it says because this is meant just for you. To the chosen person who is reading this, your response to pain has been recorded as proof that human souls can work at frequencies we didn't think they could while they were still alive. You reminded us that the limits we sometimes see in people are not built into them but are the result of decisions they make when they are under a lot of stress. You made a different choice, and by doing so you changed what we think is possible for your species. Your file has been marked for extra attention. Not because you need to be fixed, but because your progress shows how chosen people can reach their full potential, even when things aren't going their way. You are being set up for tasks that match what you have already shown you can do. These tasks are not punishments. They are a luxury. You have shown that you can deal with problems with grace. So you will be given situations where grace is really needed. We will keep putting the attitude that impressed us to the test. Not because we don't believe you, but because showing that you can do something keeps you stronger and gives others more proof. God is very happy with you. You're not being nice here. This is a written assessment. You can move forward knowing that your case has been seen by the most important people and that everything that is coming your way has been filtered through the fact that people know who you are. This message was meant for you. You were meant to find this video at this point in your journey when you needed to know that the choices you were making were important. When you needed proof that God was watching over you and that everything you've been through has been leading to something. You now know that God liked how you behaved. Michael the Archangel didn't see it coming. The Celestial Council wrote it down. And because of what you did, your whole future has changed. When you made those choices, you had no idea that this was going to happen. When you chose grace over anger, you didn't know that heaven was watching. You had no idea that your answer would get this much attention, which is exactly what makes it so powerful. You weren't performing for a crowd. You weren't trying to impress people who are gods. You were just being yourself. And the one who made everything like that about you. Before I let you go into your higher reality, I have one last message from heaven for you. Spread this message not by chance this time, not with everyone, but with the one person whose name came to mind as you were listening. Someone who is having a hard time making a choice right now. Someone who needs to know it's possible to choose grace when things get tough because they are watching you and want to know how you did it. You're not just giving information away when you talk about this revelation. You are making the blessings on your life bigger. The blessing you want will come back to you many times over through each soul you awaken. When you tell people the truth that changes their lives, heaven sees that you are obeying right now. Click share. Watch what God does when you become a channel of His message instead of just a consumer. Send it to that person. If this revelation hit you deep in the soul and you are sure that you are a chosen one whose behavior caught the attention of God, write 777 in the comments to make this frequency of divine recognition stronger. If you want to learn more about how heaven is watching your journey and planning your breakthrough, subscribe to this channel and turn on all of its notifications. Before you go, I'd like to invite only a few people. You just got something very powerful. But it's only the beginning of what shown warriors of light can access. For those who feel called to walk at the highest levels of their assignment, there is a deeper level of prophetic insight, spiritual guidance for strategy and personalized revelation. You are welcome to join our small group, a select group of people who are working toward accelerated fulfillment just like you by clicking on the link in the description. You will instantly be able to access teachings that aren't open to the public. These include advanced warfare strategies, activation protocols for your unique gifts, and monthly prophetic predictions made just for warriors of light. You can now enter a safe area where you will get the help, resources, and spiritual protection you need to make the most of what heaven just told you about your classification. Do not let this chance go by. Your big break is just around the corner after you make this choice. There is a link in both the description and the comment that was pinned. Also, before you leave, click on the video that's currently playing on your screen to find out how your status as a proven warrior of light activates specific angelic tasks that are already being done for you. We are stronger when we work together. You're not by yourself. You have been picked. You have been classified. It's safe for you. You are moving faster. You have been sent. Walk in this world. Use this power to move. This is who you are. Yes. 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 You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says give and heaven will open over you on this platform. Every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall. Share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now. Join the family and see your heavens open. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment. A place where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.